Welcome to Ventichic, where we delve into the world of luxury and aspiration. Today, we're gonna explore the intriguing and evolving practice of Rolex flipping. Rolex flipping involves the strategic purchase of luxury Rolex watches, often limited editions or high-demand models, with the goal of reselling them quickly at a higher price to turn a profit. It capitalizes on factors such as Rolex's prestigious reputation, the scarcity of certain models, and the willingness of buyers to pay a premium to acquire these sought-after timepieces, without enduring long waiting lists. In recent years, this practice has gained substantial popularity, but its future appears uncertain as circumstances continue to change. The decline of Rolex flipping, once a profitable endeavor, can be attributed to several key factors that have altered the landscape of the luxury watch market. In today's video, presented by Ventichic, we'll explore these significant factors and apply economic theory to understand the decline of Rolex flipping. While Rolex flipping was a lucrative practice for some time, it has now lost its appeal. In fact, many discussions on watch-related platforms have highlighted a significant drop in the prices of used Rolex watches, leading to the belief that flipping is no longer a viable business. However, the precise reasons behind this shift have remained largely unexplained, and the true cause of this transformation has yet to be revealed. Let's dive into the factors that have brought about this change. In this video, our analysis will revolve around three primary aspects. First, we'll delve into the origins of Rolex flipping and how it gained prominence, even reaching a point where used watches could command higher prices than brand new ones. Understanding the unique circumstances that led to this phenomenon is our initial point of exploration. Next, we'll shift our focus to the contemporary market dynamics that signal the decline of the flipping era. We'll examine the various factors that have contributed to this shift. Lastly, we'll take a forward-looking perspective, considering whether the concept of flipping might resurface in a modified form, such as luxury watch trading or rating. We'll also contemplate whether flippers have abandoned their operations permanently. The pandemic's impact on watch prices cannot be underestimated, as it triggered a surge in demand that posed challenges to the Rolex flipping practice. The global health crisis forced people into extended periods of confinement, limiting their ability to engage in regular retail activities. Consequently, online shopping gained immense popularity during this period. The consequence was a dramatic upswing in demand, particularly for luxury items such as Rolex watches. This surge in demand significantly bolstered the market for these prestigious timepieces. Rolex, renowned for its luxury, prestige, and craftsmanship, has become synonymous with status and success. As a result, some individuals were willing to pay premiums over the retail price to acquire a Rolex watch immediately. This created an environment conducive to Rolex flipping, where flippers could secure these highly sought-after watches and sell them at a profit to eager buyers. The Rolex flipping phenomenon was driven by a combination of factors. Rolex's deliberate control over the supply of certain models created scarcity and heightened demand even before the pandemic. Production constraints during the pandemic intensified the scarcity, driving up prices in the secondary market. Beyond these factors, psychological dynamics like the fear of missing out played a significant role. Some buyers saw Rolex watches as investments, anticipating potential appreciation in value, especially for discontinued or sought-after models. The Rolex flipping phenomenon was further fueled by the availability of online platforms, which allowed flippers to reach a global audience, expanding their potential for profit. However, the core driver of this trend was the global low interest rate movement. Central banks had lowered interest rates to prevent a global recession, which had far-reaching effects, including increased demand for luxury watches. Today, the situation is evolving as central banks adjust interest rates upwards to combat rising inflation rates. This monetary policy shift may have repercussions for the luxury watch market and how buyers view their investments. While there's been some progress in addressing the situation, challenges remain, and these changes have influenced luxury watch prices. Understanding price dynamics is crucial for grasping the current state of Rolex flipping. The economic concept of arbitrage plays a key role, involving profiting from price differences by buying low in one market and selling high in another. During the pandemic, this concept was relevant as Rolex prices soared due to high demand and limited supply, allowing flippers to capitalize on the price gap between primary and secondary markets. However, with the changing economic conditions like rising interest rates, Rolex price dynamics are shifting, impacting the flipping phenomenon. The overlap between Rolex's retail and secondary markets presented a prime arbitrage opportunity during the pandemic. The price disparities between these markets attracted flippers looking for lucrative transactions. However, as more flippers entered the market, the secondary market became saturated, diminishing profit margins. This arbitrage potential also drove up waitlists for Rolex watches, as they became attractive investments with assured higher resale values, a rarity in the used goods market. Consider the scenario with Rolex. You buy a Rolex watch from an authorized dealer at the regular retail price. You later decide to sell it in the secondary market, where demand far exceeds supply. The difference between your initial purchase price and the resale price becomes your profit. As long as demand remains high in the secondary market, this transaction is virtually risk-free. You incur no additional costs to get on the waitlist, and if you manage to acquire the watch, it's like receiving free money without any risk. However, the dynamics have shifted. Some buyers have grown more cautious, becoming less willing to pay substantial premiums over retail prices. They now prefer to purchase directly from authorized sellers. This change in calculation has led to a shift in the Rolex flipping landscape. People were once eager to move up the waitlist, enticed by the excitement and the potential for profit. However, the narrative changed when Rolex prices unexpectedly began to decline. The previously risk-free nature of these transactions was suddenly at risk, potentially resulting in losses. As a result, even passionate collectors are re-evaluating their purchases and opting to delay them. The previously thriving Rolex flipping market has undergone a significant shift in sentiment. Increased uncertainty and the potential financial risks associated with flipping Rolex watches have contributed to this change. What's truly concerning is that the full extent of the economic downturn's consequences may not have fully materialized yet. Rolex prices are declining rapidly, even in the absence of a comprehensive economic recession. In summary, the Rolex flipping phenomenon has undergone a significant transformation due to several factors, including production constraints, shifting market demand, evolving economic conditions, and changes in buyer behavior. What was once a lucrative venture, driven by high demand and limited supply, has evolved into a less appealing and more precarious business. The uncertainty surrounding the market's future, coupled with the potential for declining prices, has led to a cautious approach from potential flippers. While the practice may still exist in some form, it's no longer as viable for quick and substantial profits as it once was. What are your views on Rolex flipping as discussed in this video? Does it signify the conclusion of a particular period? And kindly express your thoughts and perspectives in the comment section below. If you found the video informative, your feedback in the comments is highly valued. We appreciate your presence here at Ventichic. Please remember to like and comment on this video and consider subscribing to our channel to stay updated with our future content. We look forward to seeing you in our next video.